right here over the digital airwaves of YouTube. Let me move on to some of you annoying asses and just get this out the way. And obviously, I'm talking about Donald Trump. I was a guest on Fox News' Sean Hannity show last night to discuss the upcoming election, the trial, and Trump. Some people weren't happy about what I had to say. I've repeatedly said I think Trump will cause civil war in this country. I can't vote for the brother. Y'all just going to ignore that. Why am I bringing all of this stuff up? Because the second black folks find somebody from our community that doesn't march 100% lockstep with one another, they a sellout. They this, they that. Shut the hell.
All right. I wanted to interject on that. That is a cult. And, the Democrat Party is always saying that the Republican Party is a cult, but they can't even get along in the Senate because Marjorie Taylor Greene is calling for Mike Johnson's resignation because of the bill that they passed not too long ago, which is a foreign aid bill. So, if that's true, then why can't they get along?
Hell up. Shut the hell up. This is getting ridiculous. Okay? Trump
Let me rewind that again.
that doesn't march 100% lockstep with one another, they a sellout. They this, they that. Shut the hell up.
Y'all heard it from Stephen
Shut the
A.
hell up. This is getting ridiculous. Okay? Trump is winning. Y'all just gonna stand still? I'm wrong.
He's winning. He's winning.
When I sit up there and I say, yo, Democrats, all you got is the soon to be 82-year-old incumbent. You didn't have anything in the bullpen. I'm wrong for bringing that up. I'm wrong for bringing up why the hell you had Gavin Newsom on Fox News looking like he's running for president instead of Joe Biden being the president or Kamala Harris being the vice president.
All right. He's talking about back in September of 2023 when Ron DeSantis and Gavin Newsom went head to head with Sean Hannity. And it was a bloodbath. Gavin Newsom's wife wanted it to stop. So she made it stop, and Gavin Newsom left. Ron DeSantis pulled out a giant poop map of where all of the poop on the streets of California is located. Let that sink in.
I'm wrong for bringing that up. I'm wrong for bringing up when I went off about Kamala Harris, our vice president, our HBCU grad from Howard University, a black woman, highly intelligent, former attorney general in the city of San Francisco, former attorney general in the state of California. I was wrong for bringing up how she was wrong to avoid getting into it with then presidential candidate Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, when he wanted to debate her on the good parts of slavery.
All right, so that article about the good parts of slavery, that was USA Today. And they said that Ron DeSantis said that slavery had some good parts, and they said it was offensive and racist. So when I looked at it, Ron DeSantis actually were taking this from black scholars themselves. Now, see, Ron DeSantis' source is a black scholar, and she was the one that wrote this stuff and went over the history of slavery and how we became entrepreneurs and how we became inventors in slavery or dealing with slave laws. We still overcame, but Kamala Harris didn't want to talk about that because she just wants to push the victimhood narrative instead of what was the good things of slavery. We learned how to be inventors and business owners, but the thing is, she didn't want to talk about that because they don't want business owners. They want people who are on government assistance, people who can't read and write and whatever, because they are representatives of people who are not able to speak for themselves, which might be a person with a disability, something of that nature.
I was wrong. I was wrong about that. I was wrong to say she should have. That's a fight she should have embraced. When y'all gonna wake up? I'm wrong when I'm pointing out how black folks for the first time are talking about the borders being flooded.
Right. We're taking notice of the borders being overran because when we go out to the store, I do be seeing people who don't look familiar in the neighborhood, and they might have a tent or a sign, or I need help. I got 8 kids. Can you help me out at the grocery store?
How illegal immigration ultimately negatively affects us. I'm wrong. I'm wrong in pointing out how xenophobia, homophobia, transphobia has all of a sudden become bigger issues than racism in this country. I mean, damn. How much proof do you need? When I brought up the economy, they say the economy is good. They say the economy is flourishing. You trying to tell me you black and you disagree with me when I say to us, we don't want to hear about the numbers. Oh, the labor participation rate is good. Oh, employment is good. Oh, the economy is okay. If gas prices are damn near double what it used to be, if the price of
All right, so speaking of gas, when they say that the economy is fine, that's called gaslighting. They're gaslighting you into thinking that everything is okay. You're okay. You have money. Prices are not high. But the thing is, inflation, the definition of inflation is this: an invisible tax. You don't see the tax when you go to the store, but it's there. You don't see it, you feel it. This is why you feel it when you go to the pump or you go to the grocery store. People walking out of the grocery store like they walked out of the casino and lost all their money, and they feel like they feel stupid. So, and they feel low because they don't have money. They don't have the money. Because why? Everything keeps going up and it's creeping up, and you don't see that. You don't see the prices creeping up, but they're doing it. They're going up. This is numbers. This is numbers. People lie, numbers do not lie.
bread, milk, cheese, and every eggs and everything in between is double what it used to be, but we ain't getting raises at work. You trying to tell me I was wrong for bringing that up? You trying to tell me I'm wrong when you sitting up there and you talking about and subjects like immigrants in New York City getting $53 million prepaid credit card?
All right, let's stop it right there. Whoa. Saw another article 2 days ago. There were some Africans at the border, and they said they came to America to get a job, and they need a job right now, and they don't want the trash food that New York is giving them because they can't eat that. Now, when I grew up, they told you or told us that beggars can't be choosers. You're coming to the border illegally, because I know you got in here illegally, because they're saying the border is secure according to Biden and them. They're saying it's secure. So if it's secure, how they get in here? And then why are they being fed trash food that they don't eat anyway because it's not their cultural food? So what are we dealing with here? What are we talking about?
Odds to subsidize their existence in this country, and I'm pointing out how that was never done for black people. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. That's where we really want to go. That's
Well, I have to interject right there because the same system they're using it's there for African Americans too, but there is a disconnect because some people don't know that it's there because it's mainly grant money and you have to go into the library. You got to do a lot of studying to find a grant that's going to fit your business. And if you're not business savvy, then you can't do anything with that. So,
That's what game we playing? I ain't talking politics. I'm talking life. I don't give a damn that I'm inundated with sports all day, every day. I'm a human being. I'm a black man. I'm a citizen of the United States of America. You don't see this shit happening? I'm supposed to just sit idly by and say nothing? The hell with me talking. Why ain't you talking?
all right, why aren't you talking? And I find that very strange when people who are speaking up, there's always somebody in the corner trying to make you be quiet or telling you you shouldn't be saying this or saying that because it affects them and they don't want that to be said. So it's just like he's getting a lot of backlash because he's seeing what's going on. And I respect Democrats that'll say, "Well, I'm not voting for him because it's going to be chaos or whatever." That's their own fears. So it's nothing you can do about what somebody else fears or thinks. So let them have that. But to not see the truth and not point it out, that's taking a blind eye to what's really going on. And then you're, persecuting those who are speaking up. That's not right. I don't think that's right.
Why ain't you screaming to the high heavens? Why ain't you telling liberals on the left, yo, you need to stop with the extreme leftist stuff on the fringes with
Whoa, Stephen A. They can't do that if they at work. Mm-mm. They can't do that. They can't do that. That's why they're not doing it because they still got to get that check or they still want to be a part of the club.
all of that woke stuff? What sex you are, whether you a male or a female?
All right, this is what's driving everybody off that side, the Democrat Party. This is that type of behavior and like, okay, if you don't know what your sex is, there is a American doctor with a RN or some nutrition person working up under them that can kind of tell you what anatomy that you are. You just go there, take your birth certificate, take your little ID and give it to them and let them tell you what you are. Okay? Because that's what they put on your birth certificate when you're born. And it's between you and your mother. So if you don't know your sex, you need to go to the nearest psych ward and sit down.
Whether you can be a male but call yourself a female and get to compete against women, or
Good Lord. Think what's going on with that right there, where women are getting their jaws broke by a trans man or whatever they call themselves. You're getting your jaw broken as a woman and you're competing with a man because he has an advantage over you. He has testosterone. Testosterone makes your bones really big as a man. So if you get hit as a woman doesn't really secrete a lot of testosterone unless she has a hormone imbalance. So I don't think that that's right. Mm-mm.
girls in various sports, you want those issues to be more prevalent than the stuff going on in our community that directly affects our lives as opposed to less than 1% of the damn population? What you doing? How come you ain't doing it? How come you ain't raising holy hell? How come you not speaking up?
I told you, Stephen. Hey, they not gonna speak up if they getting a check or if they're in the go along, get along gang, clan, group, whatever.
And by the way, To get specific, when I brought up Trump and whatever relation he has with black folks, the question that was asked to me was the supporters of Trump. Why are they doing so? I said black folks want to be safe in the streets of America. They don't want to see somebody committing crimes, assault, or whatever, and getting arrested and being out of jail in the same day.
Right. I've been seeing a lot of news articles about that where a guy will kill another guy and he'll get out the same day in a couple of hours. And the other person is not getting justice. So when you're doing that, you are violating somebody else. You're hurting somebody else when you're doing this. So the justice system basically needs to be balanced. I saw this a long time ago, long time ago, just with the men in my family. The justice system has not been fair. It never is, because when you go there, you got to have money to pretty much take your case up the chain of command, like Trump is doing. Like, he has to file those paperwork on, because they give you deadlines to file objections and stuff like that. And it takes a lot of money. And if you don't have it, you might be in a slammer.
I said black folks want to make money and they want to keep money in their pocket. They want to be safe. That's what I said. And I also said this. I said, yo, our criminal justice system, our courts, law enforcement, that anytime we see anybody that we deem to be an individual being persecuted, where the law is being exercised against them, the heavy hand of the law, do we find that relatable to some degree? Yes.
Yeah, I think we all can relate to um, being locked up and having to go through a jury. I had to do it in 2014. I had to sit in a jury, be tried because a dirty police officer wanted to give me 4 felonies for nothing. And he made it all up. And every count that went to the jury, he had to prove, and he couldn't do it. And what was so amazing was my lawyer was going against this. The prosecutor was a young prosecutor. He was younger than my lawyer, and he thought that he was better than my lawyer.